In this episode, we visit the abandoned train station in a small Free State town called Petrus Steyn. Join us as we step back into the past and into an era when the railway used to be one of the largest and most prestigious employers of its day. What's up guys, Dries here with Rogue Whelan. We're in a small town called Petrus Steyn in the northern Free State region of South Africa, and the town is in the region of about 107 years old, and we had an abandoned train station. So we're going to walk in quickly, have a look, see what's left behind. This train station has been left to ruin for many years, and I think we'll find some nice decay and old buildings this morning, and join us on this journey. Let's get going, let's walk in and see what we can find. So I'm joined by my brother this morning. His name is Josh, so he's here in the back. So hi to the crowd.
How's it guys?
And it's normally not safe to explore alone, so it's always good to bring a bodyguard with. So we're coming up to the first building on the left hand side of the train track. The building that we're walking up to looks like what could have been a storeroom of some sort, or a warehouse where the trains would drop off and pick up different items. And we on the bottom section where the tracks are, but we'll have to climb up just to see what we can find inside the buildings. There won't be much left obviously after all these years, but it's still nice to see the structures and the building styles of yesteryear. So let's climb up and see if we can find an entrance. Okay, so we're on the first platform, and let's have a look. You'll see these buildings have been left empty for many years. It looks like they closed off the main entrances with barbed wire. So on this side you can see there's barbed wire where the doors used to be. On that side where Josh is standing, the barbed wire has been cut, and obviously when you look on the inside, it's quite visible that vagrants come here from time to time. There's a lot of rubbish lying around, lots of cigarette butts and plastic bottles, but some nice decay on the walls. You can see with the paint peeling off. You can see the ceilings have all been taken down. Okay guys, so we're looking at this entrance here. Rudy's also with us as always, and
How's it guys?
so like I said, it's better to bring bodyguards with when you explore abandoned places. Unfortunately it looks like they've closed off with a panel this side. From the train track side it looked like we should be able to get in, but you can actually see that they've blocked it off. But we'll see if one of the doors might be open on the other side. Maybe we're lucky. Let's just have a bit of a walk around and see what the structure looks like. Yeah, so this must have been like a loading platform. The trains would have stopped here, and like I said, this could have been a small warehouse, and this would have been the loading side where the workers would have probably carried the stuff in and out. It's on the same height when you're on this floor as what the floor of the train trucks would have been. Yeah, so Josh, just tell the viewers what you're busy doing, just so that they can understand that nobody forced you to break and enter.
I don't think we're going to get this thing open as easily, guys.
2 hours later.
And it's open.
You broke it.
Oh, shame. Sorry, man. I think let's try and open it from this side.
There we go. Right.
Should we go in?
Yeah, let's go and have a look.
Yeah, so obviously people come here. They might not have been here for many years, but this stuff didn't get here by itself. And I presume these couches, especially those ones in the corner that look in a very good condition, other than the dirt and the amount of dust that's on them, that might have been part of the office here or something that never moved, and it just ended up in the warehouse sitting here gathering dust and decaying. So yeah, that's what it looks like.
Got a sign. On the top it says, just computer and interactive glass carpets.
These bottles look like they're from 100 years ago.
Check out this old lighter, please.
Yo.
It's insane.
Yeah, the stuff that's lying here on the left hand side looks like relatively new rubbish that's lying here, but there's books and stuff here. Maybe we should open one or two and just get it on camera.
Yeah.
So these are old maintenance logs. Whoever wrote in this book had such neat handwriting, actually.
This one is a train register, so it's basically your arrival and departure times for different, freight trains.
Okay.
So this is Volvohoek station, like Rudy just said. So,
but Volvohoek is
that's close to
Sasolburg, and in fact we know the people that live on the Volvohoek farm. So
It comes from Volvohoek, so somewhere in Volvohoek is a station.
yeah.
Because this is all railway station related, it's not something else.
Yeah.
So,
Look at all these rusted shackles and bits and pieces. Some of these bottles must be quite old because you don't see these anymore.
that looks like an old snake oil bottle.
I see.
Like the ones when you get the traveling medicine man, the crack doctor with it.
this must be like a railroad spike.
Yes, definitely.
Check this out.
What's printed on it? It's linen.
Linen.
So that's the old, linen. That's old linen bottles, eh?
Like a little medicine type.
You know the linen
The brand, yeah.
brand?
The cough drops and stuff
That's
like
it,
that,
yeah.
But in these crates are a lot of other bottles, like a collection, and it looks like it's somebody's collection because it's packed very neatly.
Yeah, it's not just thrown in there. It's stacked in nicely.
So by the looks of the dates in the books, I think the latest ones we found was in the 2002 era. So yeah, then the station was abandoned in the early 2000s. So the estimate would then be that it's been abandoned for in the region of about between 15 and 18 years. Which looks right, because if you look at the decay, the structure still seems quite sound, but you can see the rust holes in the metal coming through, and even in the roof. Some of the panels are missing. We're going to leave it as is. we don't take stuff with. It's always nice to leave something for others to explore as well. Yeah, let's see what else we can find. In 1925, the railway came to Petrus Steyn through a rail link to the nearby town called Heilbronn. Later, during the 1930s, the line was first extended to Lindley and then also connected to the main railway line at Arlington. Today, this once grand small town station stands abandoned and forgotten, even though it was declared a heritage site. There we go. Okay, so let's make our way to that small building across from the train tracks. Okay, so Josh is gonna walk in. There's a plant with a lot of prickly and stickly things on it, and so we're gonna send him in. Yeah, man, you moet leopard crawl.
Just roll over it, Josh. It's going to be easier.
Flatten the plant so that we don't get all these seeds stuck to us.
Shame,
Well,
no,
that's
he's
why we're
taking-
sending you in first.
He's taking one for the team. So,
It smells very nice actually.
so next time I think we're gonna exit through the thorn bush because it's a lot less sticky than these other plants.
Yeah, at least there's nothing that's going to get stuck in
Sure,
you.
which way?
Ow, 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 ow. There we go. As you can see, it's quite a mission to get in here.
Okay, yeah, this is, so the door's this side.
Yeah, this is not gonna be a nice one to clean off afterwards.
Our theories were completely wrong. Completely.
Okay.
This used to be a prison. And they had like an escape plan and everything. And they were here like 122, 22 times 5. That's how long they went.
We're turning into a math channel, and we can't do math, so that doesn't bode well for the channel.
I just hope prisoner B319 escaped.
Somebody's going to die, or did die. I'm not sure about that dude. I don't think he made it.
He died from starvation because you can see he's barely got any meat left on him.
Yeah,
So
he stunned the poor guy. Shame.
they shot him. They actually didn't execute him. They put him out of his misery. So they were actually nice to him. Okay, well let's get through this mess outside and see what else we can find. Okay. I'll see. Thanks, Josh. Here we go.
Ek gaan eers die klere moet skoon maak.
There we go.
He's made it inside, so
Let's see.
Would you like me to grab a camera for you, Rudy?
Nothing inside, but you can see there's some pieces of granite because of the entrance. And then there's a single exit on this side, which we'll jump out. Okay, so we're gonna exit this side. This one's door works a bit different. So it's got a bottom section and then like these hooks. Okay. Well, that went easier than I thought. So there's 3 smaller buildings to the side here. We're just going to have a look. This first one looks like it might be the entrance of an old public toilet. Just mind thorns, eh? Yeah, so this was definitely a toilet facility if you look at the piping at the bottom. Yeah, so this has been completely ruined. There's no toilets left inside. Okay guys, so not much left of the public toilet facility. So next building down the line, this one. I think this might have been utilized by some of the local shepherds and cow herders for sleeping, just also as a makeshift shelter for the night. It's definitely not a permanent thing. They stop here from time to time. But yeah, that's just what I assume. So let's just walk out, go to the next building. This building style is also a bit different than the previous one. There's gaps between the bricks. Normally they line up the bricks 100%, but this must have been used for something entirely different. And it's got a strange roof as well. It's got the curved shape, so okay guys, so we're about to step into the main station building, and this would have been where people like the passengers came to get on the train, or the train dropped off passengers and their family members or whoever picked them up here. So this is like at the airport, departures and arrivals. And yeah, let's step in. You can see the buildings are in quite a state. If you look at the gutters and the roof, it's really in a bad state of decay. But there's still enough left to make out the structure and the building style. So here through the main entrance, you can see they had these Navilon tiles. It's not like ceramic tiles, it's more like a plastic type of vinyl type of tile. Here you can see there used to be a built-in safe. Somebody's life savings are left behind here, so they're going to leave it for them there. But this would have been where they kept the money for the tickets that was purchased until they could get it to the bank. So quite a solid piece of concrete surrounding it, so you wouldn't be able to break this safe out of the wall. This thing was sunk into the concrete, and that thing's there for the rest of eternity, it looks like. So so this building is not really doing so well anymore. So you can imagine back in the day when this was painted and well maintained, this would have been something to look at, especially in a small town like Petrus Steyn. This might have been like the pride of the town, something that's been left forgotten and completely abandoned, and it's gonna be much worse in a couple of years' time. So it's always nice to come look at this before it's completely gone. So let's just take a final stroll around the back of the building. This would have been the entrance from the town side, where you actually come into the building. So Josh pointed out that your ticketing side would have been this side where the actual safe was that we looked at a couple of minutes ago. But this could have been the windows. If you look at the safe on that side and even on the arch this side. Although buying a ticket, presume, because this is where the board with like the times and stuff would have been. You know, if you look at the board that we found inside the warehouse a bit earlier, it had ticket prices on it, and it's the exact same size as a square here. So this definitely was the place where you bought the tickets. Yeah, that was a good observation, Josh. So guys, that's it for the Petrus Steyn train station, and yeah, it's nice to think back on what it must have been like in the day, and people arriving, people departing. This used to be a place of emotion. Obviously with the farmers, they bring their crops to be transported to different towns and other communities, but it's also a place where people used to welcome their loved ones after a journey. It used to be a place where people had to say goodbye to their loved ones at the beginning of a new journey. So, and that always goes hand in hand with emotions. So to see it in a state like this, yeah, that breaks my heart, because it's an era that's long forgotten, and the world has moved on, and this is truly a relic of the past. As always, we really appreciate you guys watching. It's always a pleasure to make a new episode for Abandoned and Forgotten, and yeah, you guys are welcome to comment below. Please like the video, subscribe, but for now that is it for today. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys soon. Upon further research, we found that all the station buildings along the railway line that runs from Wolhoek to Heilbronn, through Petrus Steyn to Lindley, and then joining the main line of the small town called Arlington, has been left derelict, just like the ones at Petrus Steyn. So join us on our next episode as we visit the ruins of the old Wolhoek railway station, where we will explore an old railway house, admin buildings, and the old main station building, left by the shadow of its former self.